okay. How is everybody? I'm just posting the video on Facebook. I'm back. I want everyone to come. Hey, Steven, what's up? All right, I'm just getting out of Facebook here. All right, let's all pay attention to our breath and our heartbeats. We got a fun topic today to get out all those sticky emotions where they might be hiding and framed and trapped in our bodies. All right, notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. Oh my gosh. Take a moment, share this with someone that might need this energy right now. Hey, dance me. Oh, thank you. Hi, Rachel. Wow. Notice your breath, notice your heartbeats. Settle into who you are. Every single cell of your being, every single cell is there for a reason. You have a miraculous, miraculous body, mind, spirit, machine. Let it breathe for a moment without judgment. Let yourself breathe. Let yourself feel. Let yourself contain yourself right here in this moment. Let it all trickle in, all your magical energy, the miracle of you, the miracle of life, that you're even here in this moment. Relax that energy in your upper back. That's great, Shepri. How do you feel in every cell of your body? Are you open? Are you closed? Sometimes you just need to switch the channel. Sometimes you might feel completely trapped in other people's thoughts and you just need to return to your own thoughts, your pure thoughts. Sometimes you're trapped in your own thoughts and you need to go to other people's thoughts for a moment. Welcome to Qi Gong class. The study of your energy, your essence, every single cell of your body. We're going to do some movements and meditations today. We're going to combine them. First, we're just getting in touch with our own energy as we come up with our individual intentions for class today. We're going to start with just opening up our energy. Just allowing the arms to float as you feel grounded in your hips. Feel that hip energy grounding you. And feel your arms floating up and reaching out like branches of a tree and opening up your spine. And as you open up your spine, feel the hips pulling down and the legs and the feet pulling down, anchoring you into the ground like strong roots. Feel the unweaving of those knots that might be in you. Physically, there are so many exercises that we can do to change our emotions, to change our emotional state. Because our emotional states are always temporary. It's like moving energy through us. And so when you move Qi Gong energy through you, you're helping that all be alive and move. When we feel bad, it's like there's energy in us that we need to get out of us, that we need to expel, that we need to propel through the pulsing, just like the intestine does that, peristalsis, pulsing to expel things from the body, to propel things out of the body. Qigong has that energy to propel those negative thoughts out of you, the emotions. And it's not just like magic, like boom, it's gone, though it is magical. You probably will feel things as you release those emotions. That's why it's so great that we're over the video, because in classes, a lot of times people don't feel comfortable expressing those emotions. So that's why sometimes we sweat in Qigong. We're getting those emotional toxins out of us. Just as a reminder, when we cry, we get 38 toxins out of our body when it's like an emotional thing. And when it's just onions, supposedly it's just like 8 toxins. So that emotional alchemy of releasing the tears, of releasing the sweat, of releasing that anger, your natural vibration is alchemy. It allows you to chemically, literally change, hormonally change, so that you feel more centered, so that you feel more balanced, so that you feel more connected to who you really are, so that you may know yourself. Notice that breath. Notice your heartbeats. And I'm going to actually, let me see. I'm actually going to hide the chat box for now, and I will look at it when I'm ready for questions and your intentions. Otherwise, it can be a little distracting for me. So let's just focus on our energy and get in touch with everything going on in your being right now. Just let the energy cycle and circle and communicate with every part of yourself. Notice your organs. Notice if there's an area where you're holding tension that's tight, and gently talk to that area. We're going to get deep today. We're going to get deep into those emotionally framed areas of our body where we can see that some kind of emotion has been trapped there. And I'll go into that more as we get into class. But for now, just pay attention to your breath, pay attention to your heartbeat. Thank yourself for being here today. Thank yourself for self-care, for making the time to be present with yourself. And as you deeply waver into your self-presence, ask yourself, what do you need today? What would you like to focus on in class today? If you've taken my classes before, you know I like this analogy. You are literally creating energy when you are doing these Qigong classes for yourself and for those you love. So it's like if I was going to give you $1 million, it's good for you to know what you're going to do with that energy. You might just put it in savings, but once you have $1 million, what can you do that you can't do before you had those $1 million? How would you spend it? So what we're doing is we're creating like so much abundance for you and prosperity energetically in class today. So having an intention in the beginning of class, just like having an intention of what you would do with $1 million, it uses that energy as a tool to get you where you want to go in your life and make your life better. So what do you want to do with the energy that you create for yourself today? What is your intention for class today? What do you want to use those gifts for? What do you want to create for yourself today? So whenever you're ready, share your intention and I will read them. If you don't have the ability to chat, then I will check my email. I'm not on Facebook right now. And if you're watching this and it's not March 24th, then you can just comment below with your intention, because just stating it through writing is like a beautiful agreement to the universe on what's to come in your life, because we are co-creating our lives. Every thought, every action, every word. So when you're ready, share your intention, even if it's just acknowledging it with your own heart and not out loud. And share your name, because some of you have screen names and I don't know your real name. So my name is Aviva. My intention is to be here for you and be present with you, and be present with me so I could be present with you and share this beautiful well of resources with you to help you connect deeper with your powerful energy and the energies of others, with the power of love, light, and everything else. It is also my intention to help us all dive in a little bit deeper today and expel any emotionally framed trapped energy in our bodies through deep communication to our body and awareness of what might be trapped there that we'd like to let go of, that we'd like to let flow of. Which is scary. It's like if you have if you have a jar where you trapped like all these dangerous mosquitoes, let's say, that have diseases, are you just going to open it and let it leave haphazardly? No, it's like we have these systems in our body that like traps things because they might feel dangerous to us. So to let them go is a whole other complicated process that also needs to be safe and to feel safe. Like it takes thinking, like planning, like where are we going to put these mosquitoes now? Similar analogy. Also, I want to do some release of, there's a lot of people out there that have told me they have itchy eyes from allergies and stuff like that. We're going to do something for that as well in class today. So let me see if there's some intentions on the right here. Stephen Cox says, his intention is to go for a walk later, have energy for conversations and friends, and energy to learn some new songs and maybe even write something. Wow. That's asking a lot of productivity of yourself. But I love that, that you want energy for conversations, because sometimes we do not have the energy to even have conversations. I absolutely recognize that. Even if we have energy to walk, we need mental energy to have certain conversations. I know that when I testify, I'm like, I can't even find the words. Okay. Jabri says that his intention is to be here with you today and to share his energy and his happy. And he would like to focus on his arms and feet today. Nice. And Rachel's intention is to focus on herself and happiness so she can have a wonderful life and be happy. That's great. I love that you all are focusing on your whole life, but it also is really good to just focus on the moment and what you want to focus on today. And thank you for being here, Wes. Oops. All right, so let's get started. If y'all are done sending your intentions. All right, I'm hiding the chat box again. Breathe in your intentions. Release anything in the way. The color changes as we release. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. Release resistance. Breathe in your intentions. And release anything you don't need. Since we've got a little bit of an intense topic for today, we're just going to start with some movement to shake our bodies up. Sometimes sitting still is all we want to do when we're not flowing, but actually shaking is one of the most healing things that you can do for any kind of feeling that you're experiencing. So we're going to stand up, put our feet shoulder width apart, and go right into some Qi Gong actions here. We might not do the whole Qi Gong form. We're going to put our yin hand under our belly button and the yang on top and just press in and shake up and down. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake, 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 shake. Shake, 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 shake. So right hand is underneath for women, left for men. Shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. Acknowledge your beautiful cells all vibrating now with you. You might want to sway a little bit. It's great to do this barefoot outside, grounding the energy. Shake, 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 shake. Let's get some music going. Oh, Wes says that his intention is to focus on himself and happiness and working on anxiety around people. Thank you. That's a great one to focus on. I don't think we've ever done specific. We've done a little bit of specific energies for anxiety. I mean, exercises for anxiety, but we could do more. So thank you for that. And we're going to get some music going here. Shake, 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 shake. Turn down the volume so I don't blast you all. All right, here we are. Sometimes the energy does turn into a dance. Hot. I'm very hot in this corner. Hopefully when I redo the floors, it won't be as hot. Shake, 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 shake. And can open up the bottom hand so it's face up and the top so it's face down. Shake, 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 shake. And shake it out. And come to stillness. Relax those toes, lift them up, spread them wide, and let them fall down. Let yourself sway. You know what? Before we even go into this first part of the Qi Gong, we are going to do something for anxiety right now, which is a very simple mudra to help with the symptoms of anxiety. Bringing the index finger down to the thumb and the ring finger down to the thumb. I'll do this again. You're bringing your index finger and thumb together like the OK symbol, and then you're bringing the ring finger to the thumb. So it looks like that. This is centering for the stomach energy. And it's not a coincidence. You might remember when you were kids, your stomach starts hurting when you're feeling anxious about things. And in Chinese medicine, the fascinating thing is that they say that that stomach energy is also connected to the worrying feeling. And the opposite of that is feeling your confidence. So we're filling our energy right now with confidence and feeling centered in our world. Another way you can describe that anxious energetically is being on the spokes or the outsides of the wheel when you're turning, so you have no control. You're just like moving, constantly moving and not grounded. So with this mudra, you can do this meditation where you imagine yourself in the center of the wheel. So even though you're moving and things are moving constantly, because everything's always in motion, no matter how still we are, you're in the center of that motion. You're not caught up with the chaos. Feel your strength, feel your courage, feel your confidence. Dive deep. You know it's there somewhere. You know, negative emotions can be trapped in us, but positive ones can too. There are a lot of traumas and stresses in life that cause you to believe, oh, I can't express my joy here. I can't express my courage here. I'm too big. Feel that confidence, that centeredness. And one more mudra before we go into collecting spirit from heaven. This is for those eyes, those itchy eyes out there. All the fingertips are together. This not only helps your physical eyes, but your third eye as well. It helps you feel your intuition. It helps you see things clearly. It helps you have clarity about what's going on. It helps you see the love in situations. We're going to do one more mudra for the eye and any inflammation in your body, any allergies. This is a really good mudra for allergies because it's also good for inflammation, which is what allergies usually are. Some part of the body gets inflamed, whether it's your eye or your nostrils or your throat. So what you're going to do, it's kind of a hard one, so I'm going to demonstrate it 3 times. If you get it the first time, just stay there. So we're going to put the right index finger on the left middle finger. Then you're going to cross that right middle finger to the left index finger. So you're basically just crisscrossing the index and the middle fingers. Then the next step is to bring that right ring finger to the left pinky and the right pinky to the left ring. And that's it. If you got that, hold that and breathe with it. Relax your wrists. I'm going to do it 2 more times for those who need it. Bringing the right index finger to the left middle finger and the right middle finger to the left index finger, crisscrossed there. Then your right index finger to the left pinky and the right pinky to the left index, crisscrossed there. Relax. Like I said, I'm going to do it 1 more time for you all. If you've got it, hold it. Relax with it. Feel the inflammation leaving your body, becoming relaxed, becoming soothed, becoming in watermation instead of inflammation. All right. 1 more time if you need it. We're crossing these fingers here, see? Boom. You could even start by crossing these fingers. Let's do that, just in case you need that direction instead. Pinky goes to the ring, and the ring goes to the pinky. Then you bring your index to the other middle. I think it's harder to do it this way. And the middle to the index. But I gotta do it. It's easier for me to do the big fingers first. I don't know about you all. I think we're all different. Relax the thumbs. We'll just hold this for a minute. This releases inflammation in the body, even inflamed egos. No, but it's really, really good for arthritis. And it's actually called the arthritis mudra, but it's really good for allergies too. It's good for Crohn's. It's good for any kind of inflammation. Itchiness. Pain. Pain is usually inflammation in the body. Something is irritated. So if you're emotionally irritated, you can do this too. Relax your breath. It relaxes your breath automatically. Okay, let's go back to the Qi Gong. We're going to do at least the first part, lowering that left shoulder down and gently let it come back up. We're going to go back and forth, the right shoulder and the left, just depressing it and then just letting it float back up. Good. Back and forth. Allow your face to relax. A little smile. Feel your toes relax. And then rotate that left shoulder back a few times. right? And both at the same time. And then up. And then slowly float down. Feel that breath filling you up. The cool thing about Qi Gong, it's like always feels like a trip to the waterfall or something. It's just always a beautiful journey inside of refreshment. Cleaning your energy. By the way, this does build your arm muscles too. Isometric stretching. Now we're going to come up halfway in reverse directions. Excuse me. And you're going to keep the hands over your head now, the yin hand closest to you, which is right for women, left for men, and the yang on top of that, and just feel that spirit energy trickling into you through your fingers. Thanks for the thumbs up. Feel that light pouring into you, that love. And notice how you're using it for your intentions. If you have an eye itchiness, feel that energy going straight into your eye area, cleaning up that inflammation, that allergy, maybe an infection. Feel the Qi going where you want to go. A relaxed face has a little smile. Bring your hands over your eyes, third eyes. Thanks for the thumbs up again. Y'all are awesome. And over your throat. Your heart. the side. Good job. Finish the first part of the form. Now we're going to go to the earth energy. Lift that left heel up. Sorry you can't see it. Bending both knees, you're going to rotate that left knee towards the right. Relaxing those ankles and the toes. Welcome to the fountain of youth, everyone. Creating energy for yourself. And the other direction. Relax those shoulders, relax the face. Relax the rib cage. Relax the hips. Make sure they're not tight. Relax that heel down, lift the right heel up. Rotate towards the left, keeping both knees bent. And the other direction. Thanks again for being here. Okay, feet together, knees together, thighs together, and we're going to rotate to the left. Relax that lower back. And the other direction. Okay, feet shoulder width apart like a tree in the wind. We're just going to sway back and forth. Keep those feet on the ground. Some people are tempted to like lift the feet as you sway back and forth, but just keep them grounded. And the arms can float however you want. Come to stillness. Feel the earth energy vibrating under your feet and feel that coming up all the way to the center of your body, fueling you, feeling your heart energy getting boosted. Let's keep going with the Qi Gong. It's just all encompassing. We're going to charge ourselves up and then we're going to release some of that stuck energy. Hands up in front of the belly button, about 2/5 away, and gently rotate the hips to the left. Trapped emotions from fragmented frames. What does this mean? We'll get to that in a minute. And we're going to go the opposite direction. side, bend, lift the left arm all the way up to the ear and just let it drop down like a feather. Relax that lower back. If this is too hard for your lower back, you can actually just stand and do this back and forth. Nice wide stance. And then we're going to reach across the body. We're just going to take a couple of minutes now and just do the Qi Gong. It's just allowing the body just to move however it wants. And then we're going to get to the creative part of class. I'm so excited. Just let your energy flow. Let's do this for 2 minutes instead of 5. Just letting your energy flow, freestyle. Don't copy me. Feel your own energy rocketing through your body. One more minute. Okay, how you feeling? Notice where your energy feels trapped and where it feels flowing. Do a nose relief, okay. We can do noise relief or nose relief. Good. All right, before we go on to the stuck energy, let's definitely do the noise. Is it too loud for you, the music? What do you mean by noise relief? Well, let's do a nose relief anyway. 2 index fingers right next to the nostrils. Good. A little tapping there now. Here's a mudra if things are too loud for you. Oh, yeah. We can do vocal releases, yeah. All right, let's just do the ear mudra, bringing the middle finger down with the thumb. That helps with listening and also if things are too noisy, either in your own thoughts or... And we're gonna also just move the lymph in our neck because we are about to do some noise reliefs. Open up the V in your right hand, bring it around the left ear and come down until you swallow and then rub that shoulder 2 more times. And the other side. Good. So yeah, let's start with some, it's like grief release for the lungs and the large intestine. Stretch. It's a Meridian Stretch. And then that's a good way to kind of segue into kind of discussing why we need to do emotional release and going into it deeper, diving deep. Okay, we're gonna link the thumbs and we're gonna lean over as far as we can and take a few deep breaths. Breathe in deep into the center, expand the breath to every cell of the body, and then breathe out through every cell of the body. Breathe in and release. In and release. Breathe in and release. Good. All right. Arms up, one leg out, and come in with like a noise. Back and forth. It doesn't have to be that intense. It could just be like you can use the breath. Whatever feels comfortable for you. Get it out. One leg is out. See that? I don't know what that was. Boogie, 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 boogie. And go up on your tippy toes if you can. But don't fall. And then we're going to link the thumbs and come over again. Sometimes you find things on the floor. You do that. I need some hydration after that. Yeah, sorry for scaring you. We definitely won't do the tiger then. That'll really scare you. Let's talk for a minute. Let's talk about these trapped emotions. You know what? We might as well work on our feet as we do this, because we're going to do that at some point anyway. Okay? All right. La 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 la. Okay. Where do y'all go? Falling off. Tiger's not hard, it's just scary. I've done it in a lot of videos. It just looks very scary. I get really scary. All right, so we're going to rotate each toe a few directions and then pull the toe away from the foot. Let me tell you about a little bit about trapped emotions. There can be guilt trapped, shame trapped, anger trapped or framed, sadness, undefinable emotions. It can be trapped in our bodies in all different ways, causing a void of the life force energy, because it's like old. It's like old energy. It's like if you leave something that needs to be refrigerated out, it gets moldy. That's what it's like to have emotions framed in your body. It creates pain, diseases, tumors, etc. So it's important to talk to our bodies, our imbalances, our pain, etc. and ask, is there an emotion trapped there? Have we been framed into believing something toxic, like a mental poison that grips at us that doesn't let go? Have we been framed into believing that that needs to be there for some reason? Rotate the ankle. And rub on the feet. A very common emotion that gets trapped in the body that I see a lot of the clients that I work with is guilt. Guilt about things that weren't your fault, like believing that you did something wrong when you didn't. Find a point on the bottom of your foot and hold that for 20 seconds, a trigger point. Like saying like you're not allowed to feel that. It often happens when you're getting ready to propel an emotion. Like if you're upset about something and you're a kid and you're upset because you're not being seen, you're not being heard, you're not being held. So you get upset and then you get punished or shamed for being upset. So in that moment, you've almost been emotionally framed, because how could you not just have a reaction? It hurt your feelings, right? So you have this reaction, and then that gets framed like a picture, like you're bad because you're feeling this. When there's no other context there, that's just framed. It's very common, unfortunately, in a lot of parenting when the parent projects on the child. It's hard raising children, I understand. But let's go back to our inner child and investigate through talking to our bodies. Did you feel framed in that moment? Did you feel like what you said or what you did was taken out of context and you were punished for it instead of seen as valid for having your emotions. Now, some of you have worked through all this, so thank you for your patience. But some of you might feel like, whoa, like in that moment, and it's hard to just remember childhood stuff, like so it does take digging it up. You might think, oh, it's in my past, but it could still be in your body is what I'm saying. So then it's not in your past. It needs to be worked out. So basically you get framed emotionally like you're bad for having that feeling. You're wrong. You said this. How dare you? And that's what happens too, is like they'll say you said something that you might not have said because your parents they might have been in a rage already. So they're like, you did this. You said this. You're a bad child, you know? But you didn't say that, or at least you didn't mean that. And your language might be limited. So you get emotionally framed for that situation. And then you feel like, wow, I am a bad person. Like I hurt my parents. Like I did something wrong. And that gets trapped somewhere in your body, wherever you were physically charged in that moment. There could be this container of guilt with that memory about that emotional frame, one aspect of your being instead of the whole experience being contained. So that's what I do in my work, and that's what we can do right here, right now, in a way, is take out that emotional frame, that little picture, that 2D experience, and flesh it out. Make it 4D, 5D, 60, 70, 80. See all the different sides of it. Because you've trapped that one side of it that says, that's like a signal, that's like a trigger. It's a trigger. It's a button that says, something's wrong with you. It's like a painful feeling trapped in your body. All right. Whoa. We held that point for a while. Okay, let's go under the knee, a couple of points. You'll find another pressure point there, trigger point. Hold that for 20 seconds. So that kind of compression of that one expression that you did, that's stressing you out, can really cause a lot of chaos in certain areas of your body. And in our adult life, you know, it's rare to find someone who like just processes emotions. You know, it's not very common. It's not very socially acceptable. Like we don't have bathrooms labeled emotional release here, which might be a good idea because we need it as regularly as going to the bathroom every day. So if you start to like, you know, vent to someone, oh, I just had such a hard day, and like, you're just like, you're feeling you're like about to cry because you just need to cry. You just need to get it out. No, I know a lot of you relate to this. I do think in our culture, it is harder for men to cry than women. And so when women, you know, approach us with that about to cry, even women, you know, even women with other women, like if you're trained to think, okay, emotion's bad, you might want to say, it's okay, don't cry. Whereas that can stop the emotion from propelling out that needed to come out. Okay, now above the knee, find a point, like 4 or 5 fingers up, find that pressure point. So then it's like finally this, you know, we process inner child stuff all the time without labeling it. It's subconscious. We just do it. If you ever have a feeling and you don't know why, it's probably just the inner child feeling finally surfacing and releasing. Goodbye. Our bodies are amazing. They process things on their own. So if somebody wants to rationalize it and ask you questions about it, instead of just letting it come out of you, then it might go back inside you. We need to educate each other and be like, just hold space for me to release this. And they might be like, wait, are you making it about me? No, it's not about you. It's about me. Whoever's feeling the feeling, it's about them. Don't take it personally. Let them release it. I think we have to let each other feel our feelings if we're ever going to evolve as a human race that can be peaceful. Okay, let's rotate each toe a few times in each direction. Because we can't have peace if our emotions are trapped inside of us, because then we keep projecting it onto each other to feel it eventually and heal it. So you got to know what a trigger is with each other, because when someone's triggered, that is a beautiful opportunity for them to propel their emotions out of their body, and you can hold space for that. It's almost like what some people would call a trip, if they're doing acid or mushrooms. Like, it's more acceptable to just say, oh, they're in an altered state of reality if it's influenced by a chemical or a plant. But we gotta accept the fact that we could enter those altered states, rotate the ankles, Mudra, just from our emotions processing. And those things are just triggers to help the emotions process. It's not about, when it comes to emotional healing, it's not about the rush. It's not about the high. It's not about how the chemical affects you. You get really connected inside as, how are my emotions being shaken up? And how can I get clarity from this experience in my whole life? How can I feel more love? How can I get the ick out of me? Bring the toes back and rub the bottom of the feet. We want to get the ick out of us. And some of us don't even realize that we can. And we're just living a life full of ick, and we just think, oh, that's just life. But when you get the ick out of you, it's like, oh my God, I feel so good. Could I have felt this good my whole life? How is this even possible? I feel so light. I feel so blessed. I feel like love is all around me. I'm so excited to live. And that's what it feels like when you don't have the ick around you. And rub the ankles. And then press a point that feels like it could be a trigger point where trapped emotions are. Hold that for 20 seconds. So it's important when you talk to people to know, are they emotionally open or are they emotionally closed? Because if you're having a trigger and you want to connect with someone and have a release, if they're emotionally closed, they're going to judge you. They might even, re-traumatize you by rolling their eyes or being like, you're crazy, or, it might feel like they're gaslighting you. So before you release emotionally with a friend assisting you or being there for you, you might want to ask, are you emotionally open right now? Because it's not like someone's always emotionally open or always emotionally closed. It changes throughout the day. So if you ask if someone's emotionally open, like, they might not be if they're going through something themselves, then they might be emotionally closed. They might be emotionally closed if they're just, in work mood, in bullet mode, and they literally just cannot hold space for you. And so maybe we could learn as a society to really just figure out, are you emotionally open or emotionally closed? Emotionally open means non-judgmental, not going to be triggered. Well, you might be triggered. It's good to just be aware. Okay. And then under the knee, a couple of fingers below that, we're going to find another point. And after we do this, we're just going to do one little exercise on our body to ask ourselves, is there something trapped inside that's deeper? And just listening, practicing that compassionate listening with yourself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then the outside of the knee, like 4 or 5 fingers up. If you would like to give me some reciprocity, I will receive it. I'm proud to offer you this as a way, as a light in the darkness of the world. I trust that the universe will help me sustain this as long as it's needed. And if you feel in your heart that you want to donate because you feel it's needed for you and others, then I do have a Zelle, PayPal, which is just my email, avivaandtheflyingpenguins@yahoo.com. And I really appreciate all of you that have been donating. I really appreciate the the $20 per class that some people are doing. That means so much to me. That helps all of us, you know, get this. It means a lot to me. So thank you. And I just appreciate you all being here and being present and connecting in this way, in this open way. And you can grab these lullabies. That's another way to support me, is just grab some of the music that I put out there on Bandcamp. And April 2nd is another day that Bandcamp is waiving their fees. So I get every single dollar, which is exciting and very generous of Bandcamp. All right, good job. Tap up and down and brush, brush, brush. Okay. So for the remainder 8 minutes, we're going to ask ourselves, selves, what is bothering you right now? Pick a part. Maybe it's a part that feels sore, in pain. Maybe you know that one of your organs is having an issue. Ask that part of you, is there an emotion trapped in there? Is there a feeling of guilt? And just talk to that part of you. And ask yourself, how can I release this? Or can you please leave me? You are leaving me now. See that toxicness leaving you wherever it might be. Toxic emotions. You don't even have to give it a name. You can just be like, confusing toxic energy, emotionally suppressed energy. Just acknowledge it's leaving you. And if there's not a specific area, it can just be the whole general body. It can be a texture in your mind. It can be a color in your mind. It doesn't have to be an emotion. Feel how strong you're getting as you release that negative framing. Any revelations that you've had about trapped energy in you, trapped emotions, trapped vibrations, please comment below or in the chat box in the next minute. We're going to bow out as a tradition. It's an optional bow. We just end class with thanking, gratitude, thanking all the lineage holders, 谢谢荣幸, thanking all the teachers, 谢谢老师. We fill our hearts with gratitude and compassion, and as we bow, we spread this out to the whole entire world. Thank you so much for joining me today and this whole beautiful community that we've created here together. I will see you next Monday for a Qi Gong class. It's every Monday and Wednesday, 1:30 to 3. And I will see you Sunday Night Live sometime between 7 and 10. Who knows when it's going to be. Put the bell button so you get notified. Thanks so much for being here. Please do like and share this video if you've enjoyed it. Thank you for that thumbs up. I just saw that. And please subscribe if you have not subscribed yet. I appreciate you, and I will see you next Monday.